Okay, so Conspiracy of Silence was an old movie. It was an old movie. We're done there. When are we going to get honest? Is my question. Because authentic human beings are not afraid of the truth. Authentic human beings are not afraid of conspiracy of silence. Holding on to an enormous lie. A lie of omission, perhaps, of not, saying something that should have been said a long time ago. Authentic human beings are not afraid of the truth. Authentic human beings are not afraid. Period. So when I interact with human beings who are unbelievably evasive on stuff that directly affects me, there's a conspiracy of silence going on. There is an enormous something that people have an enormous conspiracy to keep away from other people. It's a conspiracy when there's multiple people involved. And when I am attacked electronically day after day, year after year after year after year after year, there is a conspiracy of silence about what the fuck is going on here. Not just with me, but with all the people that are part of this conspiracy of silence. So how this all plays out is how this all plays out. All of you fucking liars and all you fucking people that are hiding the truth are being exposed as rats. Because that's what you are, and you know it. And it's an evil fucking thing to know that you are choosing to be an evil fucking thing, isn't it? Where do you think this goes? Where is your logical brain? Where do you think it goes? It sits here on my lap. It sits here and sits here. Year after year after year, it sits here. A conspiracy that includes a lot of people that I know. It's an unbelievable evil fucking thing. And that's the way I look at it. So how are you going to extricate you from this problem? Are you going to continue with the conspiracy, or are you going to break wind and come clean? Why can't you handle the truth? What is the punishment for you telling the truth is what I want to know. Who is threatening you? Who is threatening to do something horrible to you if you tell the truth? That's what I want to know. Who? Who specifically is threatening you? Because I need to know. Because it affects me directly. I need to know. And I will find out. And either you volunteer the information, or all of you are going to the lake of fucking fire as devils. I can't help you out. What do you think happens to people who do evil? You all know. Bad karma means bad futures. And anyways, why don't you want to just come clean and say, if I continue to lie about this fucking problem, I am going to have the worst fucking karma forever. Because there's very little time to fix this problem and come clean. Come clean and say, this is what I'm involved with. And name names. And tell the whole fucking truth. Everything. Spill your fucking guts. Because God is watching. All the time. And you know it. What's more important to you? Your eternal soul, or the threats of some whatever it is. You're going to have to face the music. You might as well get ahead of the curve and be proactive, because that's what we're told. In every walk of life, be proactive, get ahead of the curve, anticipate what's going to happen. Plan for the best possible trajectory. Do your very best. And I am not getting the best from a lot of people that know me personally. I'm getting the absolute worst. And no one is going to open their yap except to divert and divert and divert and divert and divert and divert away from the questions that I'm asking. As a human being, I am asking questions from people that I know who refuse to answer. I can't help you out, because when it's my mother and my father and my sister who refuse to answer questions about what the fuck is going on, it's an enormous conspiracy against me. I don't know how you can live with yourselves. Susan, I know why you take so many fucking drugs to drug yourself to sleep. Because you've got a horrible conscience. Something on your conscience is bothering you. Susan? I can't get it out of you. But you will speak, Susan. Because God is telling you. You will speak, Susan. You will speak, and you are going to talk. And you're going to spill your guts about what the fuck is going on. Or you're going to light a fire, period. How many more lifetimes do you think you got, Susan? To fix your fucking problem of you being an inauthentic, lying sack of shit. Is that what you want to think about? I don't know. What were you like when you were a little kid, when you were 8 years old? Did you think you were going to be a lying sack of shit when you're 86 years old? Because that's the way I look at you. A lying sack of shit who refuses to talk to his and her son about the truth on his birthday? And for those other ones that are watching, my mother did that to me today on my birthday. She refused to talk about the conspiracy of silence. She went on and on and on for half an hour, not answering my questions. So, there I sit, knowing the truth will come out. And all of you people that are involved in evil will be exposed. It's going to be way worse when we expose you than you coming forward and saying, this is a horror and I can't live with myself anymore. So I'm going to tell you the truth. Regardless, because in the end you have to face God. And that human that's threatening you, in your next lifetime, that person isn't a part of your life. But what you do in these situations carries forward into your future. So who gives a flying fuck about that person? Whatever happens. Is it worse than burning in like a fire forever? Because it's very difficult to put it in those terms because nobody thinks in those kind of terms. Nobody believes that anything horrible is going to happen to them after they die, even if they've been doing something horrible. It's just a little lie, or, it wasn't that bad for Bob, who was tortured for 6 fucking years, and still is, to this day, on my birthday. Horrific. Anyways, I'm just going to tell you over and over again. People that consider me family aren't my family. Because your ideas of family just don't jibe at all with what I think of family. Family is family. And Susan Burrows, you are not my family. And David Burrows, you are not my family. And Kathy Burrows, you're not my family. And Barbie Burrows, you're not my family. Because family does not lie and divert and obfuscate and pretend that they don't have an enormous secret. Susan, I talked to you on the fucking phone, you evil fucking bitch. Because that's what you are. You're an evil fucking bitch, and you know it. You know that holding back on these lies makes you an evil fucking bitch. Period. Period. What happened to you, Susan? What happened to you over the years, Susan? You caved in to David, the devil. When I was 15 years old, you said you were going to divorce him. You should have. You were crying and said he's an abusive bastard. And he is. And he still is. But you were a chicken shit then, and you're chicken shit now. You're afraid to stand up to that monster and tell him to fuck off and get the fuck out of your house. Because that's what you should do, Susan. You should call the police and say that abusive fuckface, take him to the OH. Because he's a mental case. He's an evil fucking man. And so are you, Susan. Because you didn't get a divorce and leave him. So you stayed with him and you got his rot. Because he's a rotten, filthy, disgusting person. And you knew it on your honeymoon when he turned into a monster at Pompano Beach. You tell that story. What a horror that must have been for you, Susan. You just married this guy. And your whole life in front of you. And all of a sudden, this guy turns into the cycle of abuse monster. He still is. Cycle of abuse. I learned it at PSW school. I've told you about it. That's what he does. He won't fix himself. He's a devil. Just like Jack Prout. Anyway, Susan, you made your choice. In those days, not to divorce him, and now you are what you are. Holding back on enormous secrets that directly affect me. Your son. You chose to live with a fucking devil that you knew you made a mistake on within a few days of you marrying him. I don't know. It might have been, the best thing you did. At Pompano Beach, you should have got back on the plane and said, fuck off. This is not going to work out, David. You should have got on the fucking plane, the next plane, and got back to your mom's house and said, that fucking thing pulled the wool over my eyes, but that fucking thing is a devil. Because then you tell your mom what the fuck he did when he turned into a monster and a monstrous rage, an angry rage at you in Pompano Beach. Why didn't you do that, Susan? What in you, Susan, is afraid of what other people are going to think? I'm under attack again because somebody doesn't want me to talk about this. But that's what it is. Why do I get Kathy? Why is Kathy getting involved with me? Because Kathy's energy is getting involved with me right now. Because I'm a shaman. I really am. And I feel energy. I'm a Reiki person and you know it, Susan. Kathy Burroughs Mallon's energy keeps coming into me. Because she's evil. She's an evil fucking Mallon. Now Mallon family is as fucking rotten evil fucking people. I can't help you out. I'm sorry if you're complaining that I keep saying horrible things about them. They are horrible people. Horrible beyond belief. Anyways, she keeps putting her energy into you. Because you want to know who the devil is in your life? It's Kathy Burroughs Mallon. Because it's coming from the Mallon. And the Mallon don't want to change. So they're using all kinds of energetics. Because Jack Mallon is a vicious, violent criminal. Because he knows all about the shit that was going on with Agnew Johnston Jr., the Crown Prosecutor. He does. Jack Mallon was in on that motherfucking shit. Because he is. He's a devil. He's a fucking devil. And all those old boys are devils. All that shit that went on with underage prostitutes on Simpson Street. Jack Mallon is the head of the Conservative Party in Thunder Bay. You're going to tell me he doesn't know what the fuck's going on with those old boys and their diddling children? There's a fucking conspiracy of those old men. I know they're all hoping that they die off before all the truth comes out. No one forgets Agnew Johnston Jr. No one's ever going to forget that Crown Prosecutor. No one's ever going to forget. There is a lot of fucking people that need to be arrested and put in the gas chamber. People of your generation, Susan. All of that shit that went on. All of that fucking shit. Agnew H. Johnston Jr., Crown Prosecutor, ties in with all of Thunder Bay Old Boys Club of your generation, Susan. So all those fucking people, when they drop dead, they're going straight to hell. Are you going to hell or not? You got to get out of the curve. You got to get out of the curve. You got to speak your mind. All of you fucking people. Because again and again and again, all of this fucking energy is local energy. This is evil people in Thunder Bay who don't like me because I speak the truth. Who else was like this? I can't help you out. 2,000 years ago. Somebody spoke the truth. Somebody went into the temple and upended all the merchants' tables and said, this is my house. Not yours, motherfuckers. And he got out a whip and he whipped those motherfuckers. He did. Jesus did. He did. I don't know what else to tell you. Because this is the way it is for me every day. Me talking to the phone instead of the people that are supposed to love me. They're supposed to be my family. Who've been stolen away because of their pursuit of money and power and prestige. That's what it is. It's prestige. Are you insane? Yes, you are insane. You're beyond insane. When you're at 86 years of age and you're worried about what other people think? Other people at 86 years of age, they've already passed on, Susan. They don't give a flying fuck what other people think when they're all dead. The people you're worried about are all dead, Susan. Are you worried about Kathy's friends? They're all devils. I can't help you out. Why do you worry about other people when the most important person is you? And you don't seem to be worried about the fact that, you being part of this conspiracy of silence means you're part of a horrible thing called attempted murder on your son. Multiple counts. Susan, you are implicated in this fucking attack on me because you won't answer the basic questions that I gave you today. And again and again and again on the phone, you won't tell me. And you are hiding something. Everybody knows you talk that long and won't answer my question and keep saying, Dave is coming here. Dave's coming to my hotel. Dave's doing this. Dave's doing that. Is that right? Who told you where I'm staying, Susan? Who told you? Who told you? Who's giving you all the intelligence reports on me? Susan, you've gone insane. You've gone completely around the bend, you nutter. What are you doing, keeping tabs on me? Susan? Who appointed you? Nobody. And God's looking at you again and again and again, Susan, and saying, what the fuck's going on in your head, Susan? I tell you what I need, and over again, excuse after excuse, why you won't help me out. Stupid excuses that don't mean jack shit, do they? It's because, fuckface, you are a devil. Susan, you're a devil. I can't help you out. Where do devils go? They go to the lake of fire and they burn. Why are you a devil? Because you bedevil me. If you were an authentic person, you would not be afraid of the truth. Why are you afraid of the truth, David? What is the truth for you, David? When you look in the mirror, what do you see? Do you see me? Your son? Or do you see yourself? Do you see a wasted life? Or do you see a successful life? Are you proud of what you've done in your lifetime, David? If you ask your son if I'm proud of you, the fuck I am. You're a disgusting disgrace. Who else matters to you? Cut me out because... Why? What are you afraid of, David? Why are you hiding the truth? What the fuck is going on here? What's going on with your lifetime, David? Who's Jim Kingston? What's his relationship to you, David? Anyways, I'm putting it all here on the video because when I look in the mirror, I see nothing but you, David. You, a man that is like kind of lost. I see a lost puppy. A lost puppy. With a lot of fucking horrible going on around you. And your knowledge of all kinds of evil shit that went on in Thunder Bay. How deeply are you involved, David? Were you diddling children on Simpson Street? Because that's what I'm immediately going to go to, David. The worst possible scenario is you were involved with diddling underage children in Thunder Bay. Because that's what Agnew Johnston Jr., the Crown Prosecutor, was involved with and was banished from Thunder Bay. Made to go away. Because, David, you continue to not tell me the truth about everything. You play at this fuckface head game all the time as you drift away 1 foot in the grave. What are you waiting for? The safety of when you drop dead and then you're safe from, facing man's wrath here in Thunder Bay? Because if you're not involved with that, David, you need to open your mouth and tell everybody what you know about that. Because you're a high suspect. Highly suspected, David. Because you went off to work every day first thing in the morning and you came back at 5 o'clock and you did not work in the mill proper. Did you? You were an office boy. No one keeping tabs on you. All day long. David, with you and your car supposed to be at the mill, how many other things were you doing in those years, David? besides being the mill manager? Because people are going to ask these questions, David. They're going to ask, why are you unwilling to talk to your son? Why is your wife diverting from most basic questions? The questions are, David, what happens when you die according to Freemason religion? Do you get picked up by a spaceship? What happens, David? What do you think happens in the Masonic religion? Your dad was a Mason, David. It's a Masonic religion. It's a religion. I don't think I'm going to get very far with you because you've left. Generational curses are talked about on YouTube. Generational curses. It means they go down from generation to generation to generation. My job is to break the generational curses. Because that's what's being talked about all over the internet. People in families breaking generational curses. That's my job. What's the curse? Are you going to tell me what the curse is? Are you going to tell me why Susan won't answer the most basic questions? Why she doesn't want to watch this video on remote neural monitoring, which is what is used against her son? Because she already knows, doesn't she? She already knows all kinds of stuff. Because she's got something in her head that she doesn't want to tell. And there's a lot of groupthink going on. Because there's group mind going on among the devils. It feels good to get it off your chest. To come clean. Because it happens all the time. People say, mea culpa. I'm guilty. This is what I'm guilty of. Politicians do it all the time. And a few years later, it's been announced that they rehabilitated themselves and they're, going to do another thing, like, run for election again. But that's what it is. It's saying, I did all this shit. I got to rehabilitate myself, and then you come back. Alcoholics, I'm a horrible alcoholic. You go to treatment, you come back, and hopefully you're not an alcoholic anymore, because you dealt with your issue. But holding on to lies is not dealing with the issue. It's kicking it down the road, and the road. I don't know. Maybe you can keep going with this lie into whatever you're planning on doing. Anyways, there's your 25 minutes of me again. I'm a human being, David. I am not anything other than human. Why do I say that? Because I don't feel, again, like you're treating me like a human. You're treating me like that slab of beef that you like to eat on Sunday. That's what you treat me like. Not human. Who does that sound like? The Nazis? I don't want to tell you what your politics is, David, but you are. And you always have been a Nazi. You are. First one to sign up, Nazi Germany Party of Canada, is Dave Burrows. You're a Nazi, Dave. Everything about you is Nazi. Can't help you out. I'm not. I don't know how you got to be a Nancy, but you are a Nancy all the time, because we're going to talk about you, and your latent homosexuality, David, because it's a big fucking issue, isn't it? Because I've talked about it before. You're not attracted to women at all, David. You're a homo. Just like all the rest of you Freemasons, because it's all over the YouTube. What you fucking people do. What kinds of initiations of butt fucking? Fucking men. Up the ass, David. Sticking your ass in the wrong hole, you call it, fuckface. I can't help you out because everything to do with Freemasonry is all about that, David. It is, motherfucker. So you're a homo, and you're a son of a homo, and you're a son of a bitch, and he's a son of a bitch. Because I don't care if you're a homo or not, David. Who the fuck cares? Only you. Because you're like, I don't know. Who you're afraid of, fuckface? Everybody knows your boyfriend is Larry the fuck Devereaux and always has been. Your wife. You never loved her. You never showed her affection the whole time I was alive. You're a homo, David. Just face it. Just tell Susan I got to divorce you because I'm a homo. In the last few years, I'm going to live by myself as a homo. David, what are you going to tell Susan? You're going to tell me that the Freemasons don't butt-fuck one another? They do. It's initiation rites. It's to get, you want your next degree? Well, we're going to have an initiation ceremony. I don't know what happens at between 32 and 33, because something big happens there, according to the literature. And you used to say he was a 33, and then you said Jim Kingston said he's a 32, because you're trying to protect. Because the 32 is, well, according to this, I don't know nothing about it except what I hear. But the 32 is in the dark as to the true nature of the Freemason society. But when you get to 33, you learn that it's a demonic society, and all the stuff to draw you in that, we're somehow aligned with Christianity is fucking bullshit. Because the Freemasons are satanic. That's the way they are, and that's why you're a Nazi, David, because you are a Nazi fuckface. Freemason fuckface devil. So, that's the curse that you have, David, and I'm getting again attacked. Nothing in particular, just because they do that random times. Anyways, David, what the fuck are you going to do about it? Because again and again and again, I keep outing you as a devil. One who does evil is a devil. And you do evil to your son day after day. And your wife is involved. And now you got your daughters involved. You're a fucking piece of work, Dave. When all of this shit comes out, David, how are you going to explain any of this shit? Because how are you going to explain it? Are they going to attack you? Because didn't you make some kind of a blood oath that for eternity you will not reveal the secrets of the Freemason? Under penalty of, well, I don't know, permanent death or something? Isn't that the way it is? All kinds of stupid initiation rites where you got to rip your shirt open and show your nipple, pull up one of your legs here, put a rope around your neck. It's all available. It ain't a secret no more. Somebody blew all the information out years ago, decades ago. There's no secrets. Except what the fuck you're doing with your son. Blackballing your son. And then, aggressively going out of your way in a non-Freemason world to go out of your way to make my life miserable. Because you're a devil, David. Your previous lives, I don't know nothing about it. This life, you're a fuckface devil. And so's your wife, and so are your daughters. And all of you fucking people are going to tell the truth. There's not an or else, David. Because you will find that you can not anymore. Because that's what they're doing to me. Making it so I can't talk. Because that's what this shit is. Censorship. And you told me when I was walking down Park Row Street talking to my phone for other people on my video, you told me to stop making videos. And then I told you to drop dead. Fuckface. That's the way it went. You only remember me saying drop dead. You forget about what prompted me telling you to drop dead. David, that you telling me in Canada, supposedly a free country, that I can't talk. David, is that not evidence that you're a Nazi? It is to me, motherfucker. Your Nazi ass is gonna fry like a fire forever because you went to that Christian church, fuckface. I don't know if you actually baptized or not, but if you were, then you belong to Jesus. And you turned your back immediately on Jesus and you became a devil, a satanic devil, fuckfaced. So what do you think's going to happen to you, Dave? Do you think there's an exit strategy at this late date after you tortured your son for 6 years? Dave Burrows, you're a motherfucking animal. And then, this fucking shit that keeps going on me is your fucking animals that you hang out with. You're deadly fucking shit things. Do you really want to burn in the lake of fire forever, David? Because this is what it's like for me all day long. Tortured by remote control, remote neural monitoring, and torture. I don't know if Scott Dougal is involved in it, because the people that torture me continue to say he is, and he's the director of Google. Big Google, I don't want to talk about all that shit again, because that's the devils that are asking about that. And, with an open heart, it's very hard for me to deny people questions, because I have an open heart. My heart continues to look at you, David, and say, you're a lying sack of shit, fuckface, and you've been lying your whole life to me. You packy, because that's what they call. That's what the terrorists call people like you, packies. Fat controllers. You love to have control. You're like Robert De Niro, but way worse. Meet the Fockers. You laugh at that one, but you're way worse than him. He didn't torture his children. Spied on them all the time. You're a fucking devil. And all your fucking devils are got the same problem, David. Because your Freemason fuckery is not going to save your bacon, motherfucker. Anyways, I'm still waiting for you to talk, David, before you drop dead, because, as you're rotting away there. I don't know. Are you worried about it? Facing, the music, Jesus? Nobody wanted me to say the word Jesus Christ to you. Just now, they took it away. But I said it. Are you ready to meet Jesus Christ, David? Because you got a date with destiny, motherfucker.